Oh, good morning, everybody, and thank you for inviting us to speak at Odoo Experience 2023. I'm Andy Scott from Calibrate. This is Donna from Thrive. We are very different businesses, but what we've got is a sort of logical place for joining forces and combining our efforts. Donna's a business advisor. I'll let Donna speak a little bit more about the detail of what she has to offer. We are the Scottish Odoo partner, and we've been involved. We're actually quite young as an organization. What I wanted to do was not really sell Calibrate or what we do, but really just in the beginning to position us, and then we'll get to the joining of our forces to a partnership. Now, we're actually quite a young Odoo partner. We started in May last year, but with quite a lot of experience. We've got 25, 30 projects behind us from working on a contract basis or working with other partners. Just to give you a feeling for what we do, we've got some very good, very sort of technical and some very simple manufacturing organizations as clients. Being from Scotland, it's obvious that we're going to have the whiskey industry as a major focus for us. We've got just the one distillery we're working with at the moment, but anybody who knows the industry knows the HMRC compliance regulations for duty, for bonding, and for the exporting, and so on and so forth. So we're actually, because of the power and flexibility of Odoo, I think we're the only people who are able to have it all as a single solution. So we're working with a distillery on that for release to the market soon. Another good example of what we do as a company is a sportswear company. They do the football strips for the likes of St Mirren and Motherwell and some of the English clubs as well. They've moved overseas, so to speak. And what they have is like people that want to personalize the strips, so they want to have their number, their name on it. So what we've done is we've customized that within Odoo, and that's going really well. That's probably our largest sort of development area, but we're also focusing on sort of safety wear. We've got a good safety wear market, and business and professional services. Now, business and professional services, we're working with a number of, not a very big number, but a number of accountancy practices, helping them to advise their clients. And representative of our business and professional services clients is Donna here from Thrive. So I don't know if you'd like to.
Yes, sure. Thanks, Andy. So who's Thrive? So I am Donna Hepburn. I'm 25 years working in business in finance and leadership roles. And I started off my career as training to be a chartered accountant. And once I'd qualified, I actually moved into industry. So my first job in my career was moving to a global business who you may know some brands. So they are Diageo. Again, a very large organization, and I was involved a lot there around the financial side of things and also implementing SAP. A very large project there for us. And then I've had a number of roles within SME businesses, small, medium-sized businesses, and then more recently in part of the RBS NatWest banking group, but where I was in a consultancy area of the business that supported over 15,000 SMEs. So I really got to understand the challenges that SMEs were facing, and also a lot of the challenges of growth in a business as well. And having that financial view, it was a holistic view of the business, so I really got involved in dealing with some of the problems and challenges, and probably more of a chief fixing officer than a chief financial officer. But I really did love the problem solving. Then probably So 2018, my own priorities changed. Then we had the events of a number of events in 2020, and I took some time out just to reassess myself, what were my own priorities in my career and in life too. So I set up Thrive Business Consultancy, and one of the reasons was because I wanted that freedom and the flexibility that a lot of business owners, leaders will go into business for. However, it's a very different story when people set up their business. When moving from that corporate world for me to my own business was a big change. So Thrive is all about empowering business owners to reach their own potential, full potential, and also their business to reach their full potential. And I help by giving best practice strategies that will help create a sustainable, profitable, and valuable business. And I do that through a combination of consultancy, coaching, and e-learning. There's probably 3 areas that we focus in on, but as Andy mentioned earlier on, we wanted to do something together because we felt there was that joint approach of bringing the best practice strategies together with the tools to do the job. And is there anything you want to say here before I move on, just to talk a little bit more about what we did?
Well, it's with particular point with regards your profession, the accountancy profession. What we have found is that accountants, bookkeepers, people in the world of finance are very good and trusted advisors to their clients, and as such, they are a source of advice for choosing systems. Now, these guys know their accountancy systems, their bookkeeping systems. They will continuously sort of advise, in the UK anyway, for Sage, Xero, QuickBooks, and so on and so forth. But that is where they're focusing. What we're able to offer through Odoo is the last point there, which is the building blocks for success. Now, what I mean by the building blocks for success is very much aligned with what Fabian was saying this morning. You end up with lots and lots of different apps, whether it be HubSpot and Xero and spreadsheets and so on and so forth. So what we've got, and sort of the way that we promote our company is by wherever you are, we've got the building blocks to help you start to build the business and take it in a stable direction. But in order to do that, these are just tools. You need the advisors to be able to point you in the right direction. So that's where we're joining up. It's actually a lady who's about to be appointed as our finance director, who was at a networking event chatting accounting speak with Donna at the networking event, and this lady said to Donna, "You need to go and speak with Andy once we've spoken about the Thrive business." So we'll get there and explain how this sort of joining up came to be.
Thanks, Andy. So I just wanted to talk a little bit just about the Thrive business and how we help. So having that background in the financial side of things, it was that overview of the business and how we operate the business and how we run that business. So there's 3 areas that we at Thrive help is helping to understand the business finance and being able to have the confidence. So for business owners, they have the confidence to deal with the numbers, to understand the story behind it, to really optimize their business for generating that oxygen, which is the cash flow, to help them improve their profitability as well. Then we have a little bit that steps on from that, where we are building the foundations to thrive and grow a business. So we'll help with the strategies to help them be successful, to be a more resilient, profitable business, and really plan for growth and being able to implement and execute those strategies. And then there's this final bit, is always having that end goal in mind, where we've got the business and the business is really profitable, not just focusing on that financial performance, but other areas that really drives the value of a business as well. So these were areas that I have in Thrive Business, but what happened was I met Andy, as he said, at one of the networking events, and he told me about Odoo, and I had just gone through a period of probably about 4 or 5 months searching for all those different apps or softwares to be able to run my own business. And yeah, needless to say, I was a bit like this. So it's similar to what Fabian was saying this morning in terms of that frustration, overwhelm. Even although I knew certain things that I had to do in a business to run a business, to make it profitable, generate cash, it was almost that overwhelm of where do I prioritize? I need the tools, I need the processes in place, and moving from that corporate organization where there was a lot of challenges, starting on your own and being the person that does all the functions within your own business and being able to bring in people as well. So yeah, needless to say, I was a bit frustrated. I'd gone through a few months of doing my research, looking at different things, and I'd actually made the decision and found something. So the first things I'd implemented were the accountancy and the payroll, because that's my background and I needed to get that in place. But then I had a CRM, but wasn't joined up with other areas of my business. I knew I had to get my message out there to tell people how we could help business owners, how we could help them. I wanted to give a good customer experience, a good employee experience, as well as delivering my service and the products. So yeah, it was a bit of a challenge, and I got some software. I'd actually paid for my first month's subscription to a new software that would give me more of the marketing side of things, a bit of the automation, and the CRM as well. It did a bit more than what I was doing. So it was that integration, and it also gave me the subscription piece and having memberships as well. So I always had a vision that when I started Thrive, I would grow that business. It wasn't just going to be me. I didn't want to be that bottleneck, but I wanted to help as many people as possible to drive their business, to make it successful, so that they could have that life or the financial freedom, the flexibility that a lot of business owners do start up and take that risk to go into business ownership. So my problems were, even although I had thought I knew how to run the business and everything that goes with it, I just didn't have the tools. And then after I purchased, a couple of days later, as Andy said, we met a networking event, and then Andy, I kind of stopped at that point. So
yeah. Donna explained to me about Thrive and the journey that she was on, which was very, very interesting, and I politely listened to everything as the description of the best-of-breed apps were all listed. And then Donna said, so tell me a little bit about what you do. And of course, we only provide Odoo-based solutions because it's the only solution that we need to provide. So I described what I thought would resonate with Donna. And she said, so what you're saying, Andy, is that I should cancel all of my subscriptions and go with Odoo. And I said, sorry, yeah. So that is when we started to investigate the detail of the requirements and the solution and
the demo
and the demos and where we are today.
Yeah, and I was really excited because this exactly was what I was looking for. I was looking for something that was the integrated system that I didn't need to go and enter data 3, 4, 5 times to do the same thing. I didn't want to be jumping about having different software to log into different. And just having an integrated system, I actually thought, oh, there's a bit of a gap in the market. And then, obviously, it was affordable, and it wasn't. We weren't at a stage where we'd be looking even at competitors that were mentioned this morning as well. So I really got excited about it, and Andy invited us for a demo into the office. So once I saw that demo, I did my own research as well, and I was super excited to get going on in Odoo as well. So, and I'm no different to the most common business problems that business owners have around managing their time, managing their people, their processes, their products, and really actually growing as a business and growing as individuals and teams together as well. And some of the areas that are really important to me is the people side of things, with growth, personal development as well. And people, I mean employees as well as customers. So really understanding how this could help me to implement the vision of the business that I had in mind and how I could help other businesses was what really, attracted to me to Odoo, was how it could deliver all of that in one integrated system. The automation, again, fabulous, really what I was looking for.
So in terms of offering your clients and general business the best practice, the good practice, the process improvement, the value, how to get that journey to sustainable profitability, it's important to establish all of these wonderful processes. And the one little box where we fit in as part of your tool bag, if you like, is the process automation. So it is our job with Odoo to automate the processes. But what we find is that if we haven't got Donna to advise the clients, because we're not the advisory people, clients will tell us that they want to have something automated, and we just nod and do the customization and automate it. What Donna will do is say, well, why do you want to do that, and does it really matter, and where does it fit in, and how does it relate to all the rest of it? So there's no point in us, and we've several clients who have said, right, okay, well, we don't want to automate that process at the moment because we haven't got the process. So we're introducing Donna to our clients to help them with the getting the best processes together. Then, when the time is right, we'll automate. We're not going to jump in and just do the automation. We're going to get the right questions and get ourselves sort of joined up forces to be able to offer the right solutions to our clients and hopefully your clients as well.
Yeah. So for me personally and Thrive, as I said, that vision was always about having a bigger business and not being just about me and a couple of employees. It was about growing a business so I could really reach more people and impact more people through Thrive. And what I was looking for was that lean subscription business model that I could operate, and also having the integration with streamlined processes. Touched on a couple of these already around the personal growth through e-learning and holding events and being able to do group events as well as one-to-ones, because there's such power in the peer group learning. I'm really an advocate of that, as well as bringing in the valuable data and insight that comes from all the different modules, from your finance side of things, but also all the modules from your sales, your marketing, all the analytics that would be covered across the Odoo platform. And one focus area, as I mentioned earlier, was the marketing side, the CRM, and that's where we have started. So it's actually allowed me to productize my business, my knowledge and experience. I've built frameworks that then I can productize and bring into a subscription-based business model. And here's the areas or the modules that we are implementing at the moment. A few are further on than others, but quite a suite there that I could use to be able to build that business model that would allow me to attract and reach the right people to speak to them, automate quite a few of the processes, creating that customer experience, that user experience for employees, and just having that holistic view of my business and how I can help other people. So yeah, touched on a few of them there, but yeah, a lot of the apps, and even today, yeah, there's even more announced for 17, so can't wait to see that, more of that.
Yes, I think we'll be upgrading you in the new year. So yeah, I mean, again, we're just one small box within the wider world of business, and that is the sort of the integrated solutions and taking us back again to those building blocks. If it's a startup business like Thrive, it's getting the marketing and the CRM filtering right through to the accounting and so on and so forth. And we start projects. We've got e-learning, and it's not best of breed. It's just all joined together rather than having to integrate disparate systems at different times. But it could be for startups, it could be for scale-ups, people who've maybe got their accounting solution, got their inventory management, got their 47 spreadsheets and so on. And what we do is we just hit the immediate pain points, and from there we start to grow. Again, you could be established and just focus on the areas that you need to develop further.
So I've just got a couple of screenshots here of how I'm using the Odoo and the platform just now. It's allowing me to do so much more. I'm able to do 3 times the amount of products and services that I had, freeing up my time through the automation. Again, just looking here, I'm using the marketing automation, events, which we've already covered. Also a good one is surveys as well, that's allowing me to take out quite a bit of time, and through diagnostics. So just to finish off, we, as Andy said, we want to work together. We're working as a bit of a partnership, and we believe that we can deliver more value to customers by working together. We're taking that holistic approach to growth, and we're pulling the resources together of having a solution that is the best practice, along with the ERP and experience and implementation and the consultancy side of Andy's business. But it's to give that ongoing support, engagement, so that we can actually deliver a much bigger return when we work with clients and across both of our own networks as well. So really focusing in on how we can help make it more productive, more profitable, and more valuable. So that was the sell-up piece as well, and a more resilient, agile business. Without the stress and frustration, we can start to remove some of that as well.
Okay, yeah, I went to a couple of marketing sessions yesterday. Luke and Lisanne gave us some great insight into the new improvements for version 17, which you've been asking me for. So it just proves that Odoo is listening, and your problems are not just yours. So yeah, we'll look forward to that.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions? That was just a thank you, yeah. So yeah, if our details are here, if you have any questions for me and Andy, likewise, details are here before we take any questions. Anything else?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Donna. We seem to have covered everything to your satisfaction.
Thank you.
So
Thanks
yeah,
very
well
much.
done.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much. Thanks, everyone.